My name is Maurice Kaleshi. I'm a Zambian. I'm married with 4 kids, with a lovely wife, Judy. And I'm in leather business. I'm doing sandals, wallets, and belts, and anything leather, anything that has to do leather. That's my business, and that's what I'm doing. And I've always loved good things. I'm so much in love with leather. So anything leather from the time I've been a kid, when I look at something, anything that is made of leather really drives me. So my motivation to get into the leather industry goes back maybe 25 years from now. So that's why I drew my motivation. I'm just in love with anything that is leather. And I began this when I just completed school in the year 1990. I relocated, I came to Lusaka, and since then I had a passion for leather, and that's when I began. I never took it seriously. The first product that I did, I had a Bible, and I felt I should, if I cover my Bible with leather, then that will be fine with me. So the first product that I did was for myself. I made a leather cover just to protect my Bible, because like I've told you that I'm in love with leather. So that was the first product. And every time people looked at my Bible and they said, oh, wow, this is a good Bible. Where did you get it? I said, no, I made this leather bag. And from that time, getting into the year 1992, I just began to do leather bags just to where you can slot in your Bible. And I was just doing it for congregants. And slowly, the passion and the motivation began to grow, but I never paid attention to it. It was just a byway thing. There were some other things that I concentrated doing. And along the way, I had to pursue something. Again, construction came in. Construction was my passion. I had to get into construction. I went to school just to do construction. I majored in finishing courses because I'm a firm believer in quality work. So I did construction, and I was privileged to be one of the best in finishing. I majored in walls, floors, and ceiling. For me, quality, I'm very much concerned with quality. Everything that I do, I believe in doing a quality work. Whether it is construction, whatever I do, I believe in quality. And I only became serious, Mr. Mondoka, when my contract ended where I was working. So when that contract ended, then I really knew that being a family man, I needed to survive. There was no monthly income that was coming. And I went to pray that, God, I need a financial breakthrough. Then a thought spoke to me. It said, no, you cannot be looking for money out there. What you're looking for is in the inside of you. Look at in the inside of you, what is it that I've given you that you can use to make money, what you're looking for. What you're looking for, no one has what you're looking for. You have got already what you have in the inside of you. You have to look in the inside of yourself and bring out that. Then I began to think of the leather, that passion that I had for leather. And that time I had even moved from where I used to live in Zambia. I had to relocate. I went to live in some place. It was an unfinished structure. Then I knew that this is serious, and I'm a family man. I need to shape up to ensure that my family doesn't get into a level where they're just perpetual lack. And so that's when I got serious with my leather works. One of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that whatever dream you have, if you don't put action to it, it still just remains a dream. Until you put action to your dreams, even as a small entrepreneur, whatever business you have, whatever dreams you have, if you don't put action to it, it will still remain a dream that is on the shelf, and it will not amount to anything. And so the lessons that I've learned from the time I got into this business of leather, that whatever you dream, you must add action to it to realize destiny. So it's hard work. You dream, you put action to it to realize whatever you want to realize. Again, I'll say one of my greatest motivation in this business is there's a product that I did. I did a bag because I began to do leather bags for women. I was mixing chitenge and leather. And people fell in love with my products. But the amazing thing, the people that have fallen in love with my products, they came from outside, they came from the US. And when they looked at it, they said, this is international standard. And can you make us these bags? And I made some bags, about 8 of them. And they went to the US. Those bags, they are on a global level. I would say my products, not because I'm marketing myself, but my products, I think, they are in their own class. You can't compete them with any other product in terms of quality, because like I told you, Mr. Mondoka, that quality work is what I believe in. Whatever I do, I'm not just making what I'm making for a profit. I'm making them that they can even compete on a global market. Those are the products that I make. And for me, I'm yet to find another Zambian who can do what I do. I've not yet found one. One day I went to East Park and Raquettes. I was looking at the Sunday market, the products that they have. And I saw people buying. But to me, these products, though they were selling, to me, in my thinking, they were substandard in terms of quality, because I never saw something different. What I saw was monotony. And I'm a firm believer that in entrepreneurship and business, if you have to survive, especially in the time that we are in, you must aim at manufacturing something that is quality, where you don't have to convince your customer to buy your product. Quality advertises itself, and you cannot compete with quality. That has been my passion. That has been my motivation. Whatever I do, if I had to get into the food business, Mr. Mondoka, I will not do it the mediocre way, just doing it for the profit. I was joking with my wife, because she's doing chicken and fish, smoking of chicken and fish. I said, if you had to get into business of fish or chicken, most of you'll be out of the business, because I will do it with passion. Everything that you do with passion, Mr. Mondoka, no one will take it away from you. You cannot have money, but if you have passion, you can get anywhere in this life. So passion, I'm driven by passion, not just a profit. What drives me is passion and quality. Anything that is quality, I'm motivated by it. That's why I got into construction, because I saw the structures that we have in this city. To me, when I got on the Findeco building and I looked at Kamwala and the structure that I saw, it was an eyesore to me. That's what motivated me to get into construction. I've not done the actual building of block to block, but I got into finishing courses where I majored in walls, floors, and ceiling. And people call me, up to now, they'll call me for finishing the walls, the floors, and the ceiling. I give people quality work. I don't over-advertise myself. The products that I do, I'm not on Facebook, I'm not on WhatsApp until I met Mr. Mondoka. I said, no, sir, you have to market yourself. The world must know you. There are many people who have said, no, are you on WhatsApp? I said, no, I don't need to be on WhatsApp. I'm not on Facebook. I know my clients. Even if I make 10 products, I go to arcades, it won't be an hour for me to sell. I'll sell them in less than an hour because of quality. Yeah. It begins by, they should ask themselves in the first place, a question that should arise is, what was I born for? And instead of just waiting for government and complaining and insulting government, you look at what is your passion as a young person. What is it that you can do? And don't wait for a white-collar job. Become your own boss. You can manage your time. And what really drives you? For you to get into entrepreneurship, what is it that what is it that you feel doing? What is your passion? For you to get into the entrepreneurship at whatever level, be it manufacturing and be it farming, number one, what is your passion? What is your passion? What drives you? What is it that you really want to do? Even if government was not there, what do you feel that you can do? They must begin by having a sense of purpose. Ask themselves a question, what was I born to do? What is it that drives me? What is my passion? Even if I didn't have a white-collar job, there's something that is in the inside of you that should drive you. As a young person growing up, looking back, when I was in school, I was not good in mathematics. But in the inside of me, I used always to feel that there's something that I can create. I just felt like creating something, making something. Every time I looked at something, I look at the product, every time I look at the product, I always think of improving the product. Sometimes my wife thought I'm a critic, because I would look at something and say, if it was done in this way, it would have been better. And youth should take advantage, especially the time that we are living in the days of COVID. To others, COVID is an added advantage. It's not something that should subtract from them. Like for me, COVID is working for me in a positive sense, because most of the competitors that I used to have used to come from Zimbabwe, because Zimbabweans, when you talk of leather products, the workmanship and the dedication to work, which is lacking in most of us as Zambians, even as young people. We were just looking at making money and the type of car that you drive. But the Zimbabweans are different. When they came here, and their commitment, their passion to what they do, they used to make their products in Zimbabwe and they'll sell them here. And when COVID came, the borders were closed, no more coming. For me now, I don't have any competitor again, because the only competitor that I used to have were from Zimbabwe. The Kenyans they do a good work, but also there's a monotony of the product that's come from Kenya. It's like everyone is just thinking the same. In entrepreneurship, you always have to think outside the box, because you cannot exhaust the mind the way God has created the mind. Everything that comes new on the market, it has existed before. In the mind of God, it has been already been there. So you just have to delve into the mind of God and bring out those creative virtues. And that's how I make my money. Like I've always said, as Africans, one, they must have a passion for what they are doing. They must not just be working because they want money. They must love their work. As in Africa, if we have to change our continent, we have got all the resources, everything. God has endowed us with every resource that we need to become what God has intended us to become. So number one, we must change our attitude. It's in the mind. We must change our mindset as Africans if we want to get to that level where God wants us to be and realize our God-given destiny. God is not there to blame all of us. We have been given the same hours. And so it's passion and hard work, dedication in what you're doing as an African entrepreneur. If we have to change our continent as Africans, we must change the way we think. Because black is not cursed. Because people, when they look at white, they think white is blessed and black is cursed. No. It's your mindset. It's the way we think that's make the difference. So as Africans, we can make a difference by changing the way we think, our dedication, our passion, and our commitment to what we do. We must believe that what we are doing, this is my thing that can take me far. So it begins with a change of mindset as an African. Whatever business that you have to get into, change the way you think and the way you look at things. My word of advice is believe in yourself, work very hard, have a vision, and have a passion for what you're doing. The sky is not the limit. Yeah.